Let's do it.
This is about 100 amps just running a bead on a piece of round stock, a piece of stainless round stock. So what I'm going to show you right now though is using a regular ceramic cup on an aluminum outside corner joint. First off, I'll run this joint using a stubby gas lens. I really like the stubby gas lens hardware on a 17 torch, just feels better to me, and it'll do a mighty fine job. It's just what we're talking about now is just that added little bit of extra light that we might get with a clear cup. Now I've got the electrode extended here a good bit farther than I would normally, just so the cup wouldn't be in the way of the camera, but that did a pretty good job. No real complaints there. Now let's take a look at the arc shot here with the clear cup. It's just a little clearer. There's just a little more detail you can see. It lights things up around the joint. I can see about an inch further ahead of me where I need to go, and that's really the difference. I must have shot at least 20 or 25 videos using this cup, so I've got a lot of clips, and I'm going to show you some of them today. This is a lap joint, and I'm about at 125 to 140 amps here. This is 1/8 inch thick aluminum, and it had a peel coat on it, and I wiped it down with acetone, and you know, clean brand new aluminum is just fun to weld, isn't it? Here I'm swirling the arc at the end to try not to leave any little crater crack, and I'm noticing a few little pores try to pop up. Even as clean as this was, sometimes that happens. All right, notice this shot now. Notice how the clear cup lights everything up. I can see beads all around the puddle. I can still see the puddle and what I need to see. I can look through the cup if I need to look through the cup. That's important sometimes, but that's usually not required. It's just an added benefit of being able to look through the cup. And here's what I mean by that. Sometimes you got to weld up in some little tight nook like this, and being able to see through the cup is a pretty big benefit sometimes. I mean, it's kind of rare when you absolutely need to see through the cup, but when you need it, you need it. This is a little trailing shot here just because I think it's pretty cool to watch, but now you can see the shot kind of like you were looking over my shoulder. And I'm seeing like a full inch of where I need to go. I can see even scratches on the metal from a grinder from cleaning it up. You know, if you watch closely here, even though I'm going along at a pretty good clip, if you watch really closely, you can see the puddle kind of sink and grow just a little bit each time I dab rod. And that's a good indicator that you're getting full penetration when you can see the puddle sink just a little bit in between dabs. When I was in the aerospace industry, this was a pretty common test. A 3G plate test on 063 aluminum in a fixture like that. There are some sample settings. And you can see the tungsten glowing up inside that cup, just kind of lighting up the area around it. Now normally I would drop down to a 1/16 electrode with a 1/16 filler for this joint if it was an actual test, but I'm trying to use a little bit bigger stuff here to be a little bit more realistic for what most people do every day. So I'm using a 332 electrode and a 332 rod. This is a 11 gauge outside corner joint, 105 to 115 amps. And here's an example of being able to look through the cup. If you just can't get your head in the right place, that can really help sometimes. Here's a shot of when I visited Mike Zancanato, a bike builder, and he was welding an aluminum frame. This is a really good example of being able to look through the cup. There's some shots of a sort of a practice aluminum drill that I shot. I just thought they were some really detailed shots, especially this one right here. I mean, that's an example of just how well this cup lights stuff up. When you're looking to upgrade from the standard hardware that comes with most TIG torches, maybe to something like this, a Furick 8 Pro cup, you want to be sure that it will fit your particular torch. Well, fortunately, there's a pretty easy way to tell. These are all 17, 18, and 26 style torches, various different manufacturers. But the one way to tell is if your hardware looks like this, where your collet body is almost 2 inches long, you have a 17, 18, or 26 style torch. Could be any of them. Doesn't really matter. This furick adapter kit for 17, 18, 26 style torches will make the furick cups work with your torch, if that's what you have. That's another picture of it there. It's got two black insulators that come with it, slightly different. One of them will fit. Now, there's nothing really wrong with the standard hardware that comes with them. It's a bit long. The long tail is a bit long for real work. It's good for practice. Even when you shorten it up with a little button on the end, you can only shorten it up so much. But to get better gas shielding, as well as just shorten up the overall length of the torch, it really helps to use this adapter kit. And once you have the adapter kit, it opens up a lot of possibilities for using all kinds of different hardware, all kinds of different furick cups and monster size cups, gas lens cups, clear cups, all kinds of things. This is an 8 Pro cup here. It's one of my favorite cups for just all around AC and DC work. And you can see it shrinks it quite a bit where you can get in some tight areas like up inside some square tubing or things like that where you might have to reach. 9 and 20 style torches are a little bit smaller. They use a smaller collet body, not even an inch long. So if your hardware looks like this, you've got a 9 or a 20 style TIG torch. Could be air cooled, could be water cooled. They both use the same hardware. The good thing about these torches is all you need to make the furick cups work is this one little gas lens here. Here they are side by side, the standard collet body with the gas lens. And that is a part number 45V44 if you're getting the 332 size. They're typically sold in 2 packs. You can choose any size with the furick 8 cup. I recommend a 332 as an all-around size. You can weld anything from razor blades to fairly thick aluminum with a 332 electrode at 200 amps. So you put the O-ring on the base of the gas lens, and that lets the number 8 clear Pro cup just slide right on there. And you're going to see lots of benefits, one of which is just much better gas shielding. The other thing that I really noticed is it just lights everything up way better for me, helps me see where I'm going, helps me stay on track. To make things easy, I also put together a couple of combo kits where you get a clear cup as well as a pink ceramic alumina cup. There's a kit for 17, 18, 26 style torches and a kit for 9, 20 style torches, just to make things convenient. All you need to do to swap cups is just remove the O-ring, and then you can put an alumina style cup on there when you need that. Now once you have the right hardware for your torch, it opens up a lot of options for both clear cups as well as ceramic cups. The clear ones will just slide on like this clear Jazzy 10. And you can see the gas coverage envelope there is just much larger than what you would get off a standard collet body. Your visibility is going to improve. You'll see way ahead of where you're going and behind. It just lights things up. It's like a light bulb. It's a tungsten up inside a clear cup, so it really is just like a light bulb. The ceramic cups, just remove the O-ring and they'll all fit on there too. So again, it really opens up the possibilities for you, just getting the adapter kit or the 45V44, depending on which torch you have. So once again, if your hardware looks like this, you have a 17, 18, 26 style, and you need a furick adapter kit to make the furick cups work. If your hardware looks like this, you have a 920 style, and all you need is the 45V44 to make it work. And again, for convenience, once you know what style torch you have, you can just select one of these combo kits, and that will open up a lot of options for you.